Scared of puppets, little boy?
Strassman.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome David Strassman!
Thank you very much. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the show. We've got some wonderful guests tonight. How you doing, Daniel?
I'm doing great, thanks.
Wait a minute. Wait it. Tonight's the night. What's that, Chuck? I'm quitting showbiz. Did you hear that, everybody? He's quitting showbiz. Piss off. Chuck. And what are you going to do instead? I'm setting my sights for the stars. Oh, you're going to be an astrologer. An astronaut, Uranus. And what would you do as an astronaut? I'm going to be the first person to walk on the moon. It's been done. What? Yeah. Son of a bitch. Chuck, I had a speech and everything. I was going to plant the flag and say one small step for man, one giant leap, Chuck, for all mankind. He stole my speech. That's what Neil Armstrong said when he landed on the moon. He stole my speech. Chuck, Neil Armstrong said that 30 years ago. He stole it before I wrote it. He's quit. No. The moon is taken, and I'm going to be the first person to walk on the sun. Do you know how hot it is on the surface of the sun? I'll wear shorts. It's like 1,000,000 degrees and really thick sandals, like walking from the beach to your car. Chuck, your spaceship would burn up 1,000,000 miles before you got there. I'll take ice. Come on. I want you to think of someplace a little more realistic, like Tenerife. Do you know how hot it is in Tenerife? Take ice. Look, Chuck, I'm going to be the first person to walk on the North Pole. It's been done. Robert Peary did it about 100 years ago. Did he do it naked? I'm going to be the first person to run around. I'm going to be Chuck. You just want to be the first at anything. So? Well, what do you think a shrink would say about that? He'd probably say I want to be the first at something because you get the last word, making me insecure. That's incredible. How'd you know that? I just saw a shrink. What did he say? You owe him $200. I owe him money? Hey, where's an insecure puppet going to get that kind of money? Chuck, this is a psychiatrist you're talking about. I mean, do you guys really talk about me? He says you're the first ventriloquist to pay for a puppet to see a shrink. The first idiot ventriloquist. All right. Hey, I know what you're going to be the first at. What's that? Cleaning your room. Why should I clean my room? What do you mean? You're the one that messes it up. I mess up your room. He comes home after the show all drunk. He starts throwing my things around. Why did you get all the laughs? Why did you get all the laughs? And he passes out and cries himself to sleep. You shut up. What do you think a psychiatrist would say about that? Let's just forget about this psychiatrist stuff. That's exactly what he said you'd say. As soon as you're confronted with the truth, you change the subject. Okay, Chuck, tell you what, you can have the last word. I can't. That's right. What is it? I can't say it on television. I got one you can say. What's that? You're an asshole. Daniel. Hey, man. You call that music?
Yeah.
It hurt.
Thanks.
This is Daniel Rosen, my musical
Hey, everybody!
director. How's it been?
Good.
Good week?
Yeah.
What'd you do?
I teased my hair.
All week.
Yeah.
How do you tease your hair?
I tempt it with a jojoba and call it silly names.
I'll see you later. Daniel Rosen.
Oh, wow.
My next guest is one of horse racing's most popular and best-loved characters. 5 times champion jockey. It's Willie Carson.
Hi, David.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, what about this guy then?
This is Chucky here. Hi, Chucky boy. I can't move my arms. Ow. Hey, this guy's my size. Who's got a hand up your ass? All right, that's enough. Nice to meet you, Willie. You have over 3,800 wins. Is that correct?
Yeah, something like that.
How many exactly? Do you count them all, or do you?
You don't care, do you? You shut up, Chuck.
Well, he is a little horsey, isn't he? How many times you fall off, Shorty? Chuck? You have an OBE at the end of your name. Now, pardon my American ignorance, but What exactly is it, and how did you get it?
For other buggers' efforts.
Very good. No,
Well,
really.
it's not really. It was for I suppose, for being a good jockey, I suppose, for
Right.
entertaining the people and risking.
It's an
one's
award
neck.
you receive.
Yeah, from Her Majesty. Yeah.
Right.
Well, I actually got it from Maggie Thatcher. Good old Maggie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, good old Maggie.
Do you have to kneel in front of Maggie Thatcher?
No, I don't.
Or you
no.
just stand up?
Well, she's not a very tall person, actually, Maggie.
No.
Put you in your place, that's for sure,
Yeah.
mate.
You know, with Clinton, kneeling is mandatory.
You've been at the Croupenot, you have.
I smoke it. Well, you were the royal jockey, what would you call it?
I was for a while, yes. I was retained by Her Majesty to ride her horses. I think I rode quite a few winners for her. I rode her Dunfermline to win the 1977 Oaks on Dunfermline, which was in Jubilee week.
Oh, really?
So that was
1977.
that was for you Americans.
You can count. Thank you, Chuck.
That was for you Americans. You see, that's history, you know.
That's right. He just cut you down. Shut up, Chuck. Yeah, these Yanks, they stink, huh?
No, I didn't say that.
Chuck, where are you from? I'm Dutch Elm. Chuck?
You are cheeky.
No, I'm Chucky. We share a common hobby, but you use your right hand. I'm not talking about... He is not a ventriloquist. No, we're both pilots. Have you ever been in a thunderstorm?
Yes, yeah, we got struck by lightning. I remember we had two Williams jockeys, Tyrone Williams and John Williams in the back. And we were going up East Midlands Airport, and we're in thick cloud, and of course there was bang. I had the cans on, and I didn't quite hear. I heard the bang, and I saw the flash. And Bilko, my pilot, he said, you better check everything out. So we knocked it out of autopilot and checked it, you know, went sideways, down, up, leveled it, put it back into autopilot. Everything seems all right then. We're okay. Forgot about the two in the back.
They were dead.
They were holding hands. They thought they were going down. They were white. They didn't fly for a while after that.
There's some jockeys who had to change their shorts.
Yes, they were nearly as brown as your skin.
Burned.
You've been very polite. You haven't swore once since I've been on here.
Fuck you. Oh, okay, now... What are you, Scottish?
Yes. That was the Glasgow handshake.
That's right, with the head. Mm-hmm. I'll show you a Glasgow handshake.
So you don't want to be going up to Glasgow, young man.
Glasgow.
Glasgow.
Where are you from originally?
Stirling, Scotland.
All right. Great.
Aye. Oh, you got a bit of Scottish blood in you,
If you
have you?
cannot finish a drink, you're must be gay.
I'm not that.
So you are retired now. You spend a lot of time breeding horses?
I'm glad you got the horses out.
That's right.
Yes, we got we're 14 mares on the stud at home now, and this year we've got 11 to foal. So it's quite...
Is it done by artificial insemination?
No. Thoroughbreds, they do it the proper way.
You like to watch?
Yes.
Turn you on?
No, because that costs a lot of money.
Yeah. Is that what they mean, winning by a length? Stallion semen is very expensive.
Yes, from the very good horses. It goes up to, like, Sadler's Wells, who's one of the best stallions there are. He stands in Ireland, and he's, this year, £150,000 a jump.
A head.
How about that then, Chuck?
Just think, last year I let millions of pounds slip through my fingers. Ladies and gentlemen, Willie Carson. Don't go away. We'll be right back with more winners after the break.
Don't change that channel, I'll kick your ass.
Here, please, cat. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome, if you will, a very good and cuddly friend of mine, Teddy Bear. Why don't you say hello, Teddy? How you doing? Oh. Teddy, what's the matter? You know. No, I don't know. What's the matter? I don't get held long enough by the Teddy girls. Well, they are very pretty. I want a song about me and the Teddy girls. Well, a good buddy of mine, Steve, is here tonight. Steve's here, and he can write you a song for your Teddy girls. Can he? Steve, can you?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Steve Allman.
Thank you. I love you, England.
Hi, Steve.
Hey, what's going on?
How you doing, buddy? Teddy wants you to write him a song. A hug?
Yeah, how you go, bud? How's you doing?
One more? Okay. One more? What is he, itchy?
It's a slobbery.
I've got fleas. So, you want Steve to write you a song for your Teddy girls, the girls that bring you out every night. Yeah. All right.
Well, I was thinking maybe something a little bluesy, jazzy, kind of a little esoteric, like, Teddy girl, Teddy, 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 Teddy girl, Teddy, Teddy, Teddy. No!
That's not nice.
Okay. How about something a little surreal? When the Teddy goes, and the girl goes, and the Chuck goes, and something like that. No?
I want something pretty.
Something pretty. Like
Can you do something pretty?
like sort of a sweeping, beautiful, kind of a love song kind of a thing? Okay, little Teddy girl, Teddy girl. Okay. Daddy, gotta love them. It kind of brings back memories to me. You know, I had a girl that went away, and, you know, we've all related to that kind of thing. Girl leaves you, rips your heart out, you think you're going to die, but you don't die. You go on, you fight through the pain. Well, I took that negative energy, and I wrote a song about the girl that went away, and it goes like this. In fact, if we get the lights down on this, it's kind of cool. It goes like this. Just bring the lights down just a little bit. A little more. That's great, thanks. The girl that went away. Oh, you bitch, what did you leave me? I got it. What did I ever do to you? But it didn't really have the hook. But she's out of my life now, and I've replaced her with the keyboard. See, because the keyboard doesn't argue with you. The keyboard just tells you the things you want to hear. You know, things like...
You're right all the time.
There, for example...
All the time.
Come on.
You're so good. You're so good.
Here's a fantasy.
You're so good.
I love this keyboard. You rub her the right way. Get that happening. Oh, yeah. When you touch her G note.
You're the best. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop.
Give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby.
Now, you've heard about those computer viruses, haven't you? I think she's got that herpes syntax error. So I'm watching the old MTV last night. You know, all these guys, there's great groups out there. You know, Boys to Men, Backstreet Boys, Boyzone, you know. And there's these guys, and they're singing these beautiful 5-part harmony songs to their girlfriends. And most time these guys look like 5 gang members. You know, the handcuffs hanging and and the rings and the knives, and let's take it to that next level. What if it was like 5 mob guys, 5 hitmen type of guys, and they were singing their beautiful love songs to their beautiful girlfriends? I think it would sound something like this.
Oh, baby, 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 you are so beautiful to me. If I thought you'd ever leave me, I have to beat you up. You know that's how it's gotta be. Baby, 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 I can put a bullet in your head like that. But I could be a bigger man if you just understand that if you never, never, never leave me, I'd never break your legs. Hit you with a crowbar. I'd never cut you up or throw you off of the roof, run you down with my car. Never call you bitch unless you piss me off. I'd never sleep with your friends, and if I did, I'd make sure you would never find out. It's a fact, I could have you whacked, and it might make me feel better. And you know, don't you know, you won't feel a thing. 'Cause God will be something sure happen to you, don't you see?
Don't make me have to tell you again.
My next guest is one of the most outrageous figures in sport and show business. He's the man everybody knows as Monster. Please welcome Eric Hall.
Are you shocked?
You didn't kiss me. No way, I don't want termites.
Later.
Hey, thank you very much. It's a pleasure to have you here.
It's a pleasure.
Where did you get the name Monster? Where did
Well,
that
it's
come
a very
from?
quick story, but I'll make it long. I was promoting a group called Pilot many years ago, Mobster group here in London, and I went all the way to Spain to plug a TV producer, a man called Mike Mansfield, and I said, Mike, you've got to put this act on your show, Supersonic, London Weekend Production. You've got to put them on. They're going to be Mobster.
Are you sure it wasn't what the midwife said when you were born?
Pardon?
Nothing.
Is it true you were weaned by an auntie and not your mother?
Oh, it's true. Well, we're a poor Jewish family in the East End of London, and my mum went out shopping, working. You went for things and sticks. And my auntie Miriam, her son Brian was the same age as me, you know,
Right.
maybe 3 days earlier he was born. And my grandmother over Sholem, rest her soul, that's a Jewish expression, that when she went out, my auntie Miriam was feeding Brian, her baby,
Right.
and I was crying. I was 18 at the time. And she said, Miriam, give, Eric some of your milk from your breast.
Right.
Does she do takeaway?
She did, but she went skint.
Now, you grew up in the East End of London.
East End of London, I love
Now,
East End.
do you know any of the rhyming slang, the Cockney rhyming slang?
Yes.
I can do your name.
Do my name.
Okay, Sophie.
Sophie.
Sophie Tucker. You're a...
I'm not Sophie Tucker, she's a lovely lady. Do you know what it means?
It's an enduring expression.
Well, you see, the first day I was going to school in the East End of London, this is Emmaus, means the truth, God's truth, Emmaus. And the first day I was going to school, I walked down Bethnal Green High Street in the East End of London, and my mum is taking me, I'm like 5 years old, and she's saying to me, Bubla, you've got to go to school today. I said, yes, okay. She said, Bubbler, Bubbler, you're going to make friends at school. Don't cry, Bubbler, Bubbler. I'll be there when you come out. And when I came out, she said to me, Bubbler, did you learn anything? I said, I learned my name was Eric. True story, true. And
Now, you've been influential in music for many years. Who did you meet in the early days?
I met Sinatra, Frank Sinatra.
Right.
He was doing a record here in London called Great Songs from Great Britain. And I was invited down by a man to meet him, Pye Studio. And they told me, Elton John told me, take him a present.
Name dropper.
No. Elton said, take him a bottle of Jack Daniels whiskey, malt whiskey. I never heard of that, you know. I eventually met him. And I've given this bottle, thank you, yeah, here it is. And he's pouring it, paper cup in the studio. Now, I'm standing there, don't like me to be, you know, can't say anything. But what do I say to Sinatra? I mean, my hero, my Mobster hero. So suddenly I looked at it, you would know this, being an American, on the label of the whiskey, it said, it used to say, maybe still does, Jack Daniels, sipping, S-I-P-P-I-N, sipping whiskey.
Sipping whiskey.
Sipping. So I said to Frank Sinatra, why I said I don't know, Mr. Sinatra, why do they call it sipping whiskey? He said, you try fucking drinking it. Great line.
Now, you moved over to football. What was the attraction?
No attraction.
You brokered multi-million-pound deals. What's the most money you've ever brokered? I mean,
can't tell you
trading players.
No, I can't tell you that. My money is my business. And also, Nelson, that's it.
Oh, you talk about Frank Sinatra, but you don't know about the money, huh?
No, I can't, no, because I don't say what they do. I get 20% of what my... It's quite simple to work out.
Aren't you the guy that advised Glenn Hoddle on reincarnation?
Yes. We've got to meet him in his next life. Do an impression of me, go on.
Okay. Hey, it's gonna be a monster and a stick and a blah, blah, blah. Hey, I
love it.
I love it. Hey, I love it. Oh, yeah, I love it. Hey, cockney son of a bitch.
Ladies and gentlemen, Eric Hall. That's it from us. My thanks to Eric Hall, Willie Carson, Steve Altman.
Dave.
We'll see you all next...
Dave.
Daniel.
What about my 15 seconds of fame?
How about I kill you? They'll remember you forever.
Cool. This is a song my grandfather used to sing me to sleep with back when I was a little girl.
The mumbling blues.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week. Good night, everybody.
Well, Teddy, that's another one in the can.
That's another one in the toilet?
No, the can, Stan.
Isn't that the toilet?
No, can refers to can, like can of film. It's showbiz talk.
Well, I thought it was on tape.
Well, it is.
And the tape is in the can, too? Like film?
No, you're right. What I meant to say was, another one up your ass.
Strassman.